Good evening, everyone. It's MSKJr, and considering how this is a relatively short gameplay, I decided I might tell a story sometime, and I'm not entirely sure exactly when I'm gonna start. But like I said in a previous episode, gonna start trying to plan these things out. But really, I haven't really had time to really get into any of that, mainly because schoolwork is really important right now, and that's about the complete reason. And anyways, getting to this story, a couple of days ago, I was at a one of my friends was at a fair over at somewhere in Henry County. Well, I live in Henry County, but somewhere near 138, which doesn't really matter where it was. And I was actually when he called me and told me to come. Well, he didn't really call. He called me and he was telling me something else, and then he had to go, so he started texting me. And he texted me and said he was like you should come, and I came home because I was running. I was doing a little run, and I came home, and I immediately asked my mom, "Hey, can I go to this fair over on 138?" My mama, she didn't really ask me questions for once, and she was just like, "All right, cool, you can go, I'll take you." So I began getting ready for this fair, and I just threw something on, and unknowingly, well, let's not skip a couple steps here. So I'm getting to the car, and we make our way to the fair. Of course, I come up, and it's just like boxed in. There's so many people there. Oh my gosh, shot fast right there. There's so many people there. It's just ridiculous. And it's like boxed in. So we had to go all the way around to the back parking lot. I had to walk, and she couldn't even park to drop me off. So she just let me out outside of the fair. I walk in and I call my guy. I'm calling my friend, and I'm like, "Man, where the hell are you at?" Because I mean, this place is packed, and literally, I swear there was nothing. There was nobody there except pregnant women and old weird people and some kids from school here and there, but not exactly. There was a lot of kids there, and just like, and it seemed the major minority there was Latino, which I found kind of weird considering how I expected mostly black to be there. That's the point. And I found him, and I found him by himself, and I was like, "Hey, I thought you were here with Marisa." Marisa is his girlfriend. Probably shouldn't be using names, but yeah. And he was like he really didn't want to be there. Like he felt like it was just so childish. The fair was so childish. He just couldn't stand. So he was sitting on the outskirts, and there was a Wendy's over to the side, and he was sitting there, and I found him. Well, he walked to me, and we walked over to the Wendy's parking lot, which he was already over there. He was waiting for his girlfriend to get off this ride, and I think it was some weird pirate ship that swayed back and forth. Actually, it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna go and skip ahead. And basically, he was, I guess, he didn't really care about being there, and his girlfriend took it the wrong way, thought he was mad. And they walked away. They walked to McDonald's, and I proceeded to walk around, and I found my friend. I found another one of my friends, of course. A guy I hadn't actually met in real life though, but a lot of my friends in real life already have met him. And I met him for the first time, and it was really cool meeting him. He seemed like a really cool guy, and I mean, this guy had girls all over him. It was hilarious. And funny thing is, I ended up spending most of the night talking to his cousin, which was like it was. I did enjoy the night, of course. It was pretty cool, but then it was just like sitting here talking to his cousin. This is kind of weird and shit. And it was just like awkward. And he was, and after that, we spent he was with some girl. I don't know if they even date, but they were he seemed to be really close, and they was with some girl, and they were going back and forth on the rides. I didn't buy a ticket to ride anything, cause I didn't really feel like it. But after near the end, we all said our goodbyes. He left. He took his cousin with him, and as his cousin, his cousin was walking out the ride, cause he came to get her, and she gave me a hug, and he was like Marvin. Like he looked at me, he was like he had that what the fuck face. It was hilarious. He wasn't angry or anything. He was just like wow. And then afterwards, of course, I called my mom, was ready to go, and I sat on this curb, and I had this van drove past me, and I guess the lady was racist. I'm black, by the way. I guess the lady was racist, and she drove past me, and she stopped, and she had something in her hand. She was like, "Here, I've got something for you," and she just threw a ball of I guess it was like a napkin or something. She threw it at me and it hit me in the face, and I was like, wow. Later on, my mom, pulled up, and I was about ready to go. So I came home, and that's pretty much the whole story. It wasn't that exciting, but I had to find something to take up the time of this commentary. Anyways, MSKJr, and I had a great time talking to you guys. Love you all. Bye bye.